This is Transformers Dark of the Moon Cyberverse Commander Megatron. The figure is part of the very first wave of Commander figures for the Cyberverse sub-toy line of the Dark of the Moon toy line. And the figure is, again, a complete waste of your money. The only reason I picked it up was because it was on 35% markdown clearance, and I can't imagine why I wasted my money on this figure. Should have waited a little bit longer, because I'm sure 2 months, 3 months down the line, this thing is going to be on 60% clearance. But I could not wait because I thought it would be cool to get all three versions, regular versions of Megatron, since I've already gotten 3 versions of Optimus Prime. Big mistake. If you've already gotten this figure, then there's really nothing you can do about it. If you haven't picked up this figure, I suggest, and you're itching to pick him up, I wouldn't hold your, I would suggest not to hold your breath and just wait for it to go on ultra clearance price of, let's say, I don't know, 90% clearance. Or maybe get it off at your clearance stores like TJ Maxx or Ross, where it's probably at 80% off or 70% off or something like that. But this is definitely not worth the retail price it's asking for. Not even 50% of the retail price it has. Why? The plastic looks very cheap. The gray that they use, the gray plastic, looks a lot like a knockoff. There are some shining moments, pun intended. They've got some gold paint on him, but a little bit just to highlight the vehicle mode. But overall, the plastic about this figure is looking very cheap and quite like that of a knockoff. Articulation is unbelievably loose. It is just flailing around every time you try and transform him. I don't understand why that is so, because this is a first edition of not a first edition, I don't know, but the first version of this mold. They should have the articulation pegged down tightly, like I meant tight as a jar cap. Almost made it rated R. Rated PG. Okay, here we go. The only thing going for this guy is his pretty awesome, well-painted tanker, mini tanker oil tanker trailer piece, and which doubles as a gun. That's probably the only thing going for him, but everything else just sucks. I do like the head, the colors of the head, although they could have painted it some more. But those are the only 2 things going for it. So let me stand him up. Here is a better version of Megatron. This is the trailer version. I just knocked on the rest of Optimus Prime. Everybody knows. Let me get rid of the horrible packaging. Absolutely horrible. This is I'm a lot better. I am a lot better than you. He comes with a trailer, much better. If you've seen my review on this one, you know I have praises, just a lot of praises for this set, for this figure. But this one, just horrible. And the Target exclusive Megatron. This one has fantastic paint apps. Out of the 3, this one has the best paint apps. If you're looking for just one Megatron to pick, I would recommend, if you just want one that's really cool, regardless of whether it's movie accurate, show accurate, whatever, this is the one you want to get. This is, I think, the best among the 3 of them. If you're looking for a more movie-esque, closer to how he looked like in the movie, I suggest you pick up the one with the trailer. If you're in Manila, this one is on clearance at 30% off. 35%, whatever. There's a lot more playability. The joints are tighter. The paint apps are better. And don't bother picking this one up. I sincerely hope you have not wasted your money on this one. If you have, then there's really nothing you can do. So, just to show them off in vehicle mode, let me continue to show you how horrible this first version is. That's a big lesson I learned at Hasbro. If you're not really inclined on getting the figure, like if it's not like a Sideswipe or an RC, or and they come up with the first version, I suggest you wait for second versions or third versions of the actual mold. You might just be disappointed with the first version. But if you're like me, who just can't wait, who, I don't know, spend trigger happy on the wallet, sure, get it, but don't get it more than retail price. If you can wait for clearance or a discount weekend for the figures, then by all means go do it. So for this particular figure, not a bad alt mode, some highlights here and there. I'm glad I waited for it on clearance. I wish I could have waited longer, because I'm pretty sure this would have gone down further if I waited a couple more months. Stupid me for really buying it at 30%, at 40% off or 30% off. Kind of kicking myself right now in the ass for doing so. But, you know, it's done and over with. And here you go. This is the only thing going for him. And, yeah, even the alt mode looks crap. It just looks cheap. That's me, okay? I am sure a lot of you love this figure, and I'm bashing it, and I do apologize. I'm just trying to be honest. But it just looks, it feels cheap for me compared to the two others. Case in point, let me just show you. And I'm trying to do this with all three figures so I can really extend the video. No, just kidding. I'm trying my best to make it as short as possible. Come on, come on. Okay. Okay. Oh. See, that's tight. That's how joints should be. Okay, come on. Come on, you're making me look bad. Okay. It is of a lighter shade, but between the two, this one looks more like a knockoff than this one, although they're both originals. It's weird. See, look at the paint apps. This one's a lot better. The smokestacks are painted. There's some silver paint here. No, none of that gold highlights, but as you can see, the Mac logo is painted, or the Mac emblem is painted. The windshield is painted better. I just like this one a lot better than this one, and it comes with a really awesome trailer, as I've shown in previous reviews. Alright, there's a garbage collection truck in the background. Sorry about that. Alright, so between the two, definitely pick this one up. You cannot go wrong with this one. This one is just all wrong in all sorts of places. So, finally, let me just show you this guy, since we were already transforming. Damn it! Why do you have to pick up the garbage at this time? Because this is the only time they are allowed to do so. Why don't you pick up this one? Pick this one up for me. It's just garbage. This one is a little bit degraded, mold degradation, as I mentioned in the review. Okay, but it's still better. It's a whole lot better than both of these guys. I really think this one is the best Megatron. It's got the Skywarp colors, or the Dark Side Megatron, whatever colors. Black is always great on Megatron, and I can't imagine why he would not be black, because in G1 he was gray, so if you turn him black, that would just be ruining it. Anyway, again, as I said, the best Megatron among the three is this one. If you want to get a movie-esque Megatron for your collection, pick this one. If you get this one, if you just want to complete everybody, and if you just, this guy just went very cheap at your area, like $1 or $2. That's probably what this thing is worth. I do apologize for fans of this figure, but it's just not doing it for me. So there you go, folks. If you like this video, please don't forget to put it, add it to your favorites, or click the thumbs up. If you want to know my latest toy purchases and upcoming reviews, please follow me on Twitter at www.twitter.com/fxfranz. This is Transformers Dark of the Moon Cyberverse Commander figure, the Commander figure Megatron, Wave 1 Megatron. Thanks for watching.